What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? I see we are excited about graduation season, and I'm glad that we are getting a good head start on not just designing, but also forward thinking, figuring out what our clients are going to need before they need it at the last moment, and really having an opportunity to get those design skills up. But more than anything, get your confidence up. Okay. Because I'm going to show you tonight that you don't need to have 25 years of Photoshop experience. I will let you borrow my 25 years of Photoshop experience. But all I'm asking you to do is let me know what it is that you struggle with. Let me know seriously what is really keeping you from putting yourselves out there. And if there is something that I might be able to do to help, then this is what our Freebie Friday classes are all about. So without further ado, I want us to go ahead and get into what are we doing for today? Let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to do some mock-ups today. I'm also going to, oh, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. I'm going to get into a few classes that we have upcoming. So you were looking for some hands-on classes, you said. Now, just so you know, we do hands-on classes every single Tuesday. We do AI classes. Every single Wednesday, we do Photoshop classes. And there's always a project to do. So you're not just in there willy-nilly, make them randomness. You're in there with a purpose, and a final project is done by the time that you finish working with us for that night. Okay, so you do a flip with us that night. And then my goal is to have you all flip it again after class. If you're a newbie, all I want you to do is just flip it one time by yourself, hopefully using a project that you're already going to make some money on. Somebody already has a picture of a graduate that they done sent you and told you to do something with. All I'm asking you to do is put the templates to work. Let it show you better than I can tell you, okay? And then if you're OG, triple OG, y'all already know, flip it 3 more times and put your stank on it, okay? All right, so what we're going to do for tonight, we're going to talk about this large format design that we did here. This is a focal point. Optionally, you can light it with LED lights to make it really stand out. And I think that is an excellent way for you all to have your products look upscaled and charge more for it, okay, of course. Now, most of these items we've already done in the challenge. So for those of you who are like, oh, how do I get the arch? How do I get the cubes? How do I get the accordion wall? And well, that was essentially something that we did in the challenge. So now what I'm doing is I'm making my challenges where only the members are in the challenge. And I know that's different to everybody else because everybody else makes money on the challenges. I don't want to make money on the challenges. I want to make impact on the challenges. That means, let me show y'all what impact means. Can I show you better than I can tell you, please? I would rather show you better than I can tell you. Let me pull up what impact looks like, because y'all been showing out. Y'all have been showing out. So my impact says, Michelle, look at what you did. Congratulations. Looks fire. And it looks like you actually brought in some real photos here. And if they're AI, I can't tell. If it's AI, then we know how to make us some great AI images, don't we? Gorgeous. Did an excellent job executing there. Let's go a little further. This was the flip that we did in class. And then I do want to show y'all, there's a difference. I didn't tell y'all about this during the class because I had you all do the more difficult one in class. The simple one is just like this. You just make sure your photos fit and clip inside of these side pieces. And then you don't have to worry about the contour cuts. I chose the harder method in class because I wanted to show you can do the harder method. All right. And then this is the contour. And remember, I told you all I went in with the pen tool and created those clean contours there so it will be easier to cut, even though I know hair is not smooth like that. We're going to make it smooth because that blade, that X-Acto knife, has to make a smooth cut. All right, let's see what else we got here. This was one of our designs here. We had an alternative here. Did you all notice that I used that kind of tropical image that we made in AI class? So that's just basically a variation there. This was from a real job that I did. Okay. I'm starting to break down real jobs that people have hired me for so that I can help you understand why are you even doing this? What can I charge? I charge $250 to design this. Let me see if y'all hear me in the chat. Let me know in the chat, how much did I charge to do the graphic design without making a single board, without being at the event, at home, in my t-shirt, in my bikie shorts, t-shirt and my bikie shorts. We're gonna have to make that a song, okay? T-shirt and my bikie shorts. What did I make? $250. Okay. Now, how much is my Photoshop class? If you are a member, and depending on which kind of member you are, whether you're silver, gold, or platinum, you just got this template in your membership. And even if you don't want to be a member, because you're still sitting on the fence, you can get this template for $40 today. $40. I'm just telling you. And it comes with a class that actually shows you how to design and how to do high level design. So you just don't get it and then somebody asks you, can you do this? And you're over there shaking in your boots. And even if you don't feel like you can do it, you have a whole community of people who can do it. Michelle, I'm positive. Hold on, y'all. They trying to slow me down now. I'm positive Michelle can help you get it done. Michelle is one of our Craft Equip members. Let me see what else y'all did. Oh, this is what it looks like in real life. I did not plan the event. I was not the event planner. I was not the event designer. I was not at this event. I don't even know if I was in the same state as where this event was held. But I was still able to make my $250 off my graphics. Okay. The classes, Mecca, each class is about an hour to 90 minutes long on our Wednesday classes. Our Tuesday classes, which is AI, is Tuesday, Photoshop is Wednesday. Tuesday classes are a 1 hour. My goal is to have Wednesday classes 1 hour too. But y'all been asking to do large format, which large format is a little more intense. So I've been putting in more time since y'all been asking to learn how to design for large format. But I'm also able to charge $250. Y'all, were we struggling to charge $25 for a t-shirt design? Who in here struggles to charge $25 for a t-shirt design? If that's you, if you don't charge at least $25 for your t-shirt designs, snitch on yourself right now in the chat and just say me. It's okay. Snitch on yourself right now in the chat and just say me. I can put me. I can't even fathom how many designs I did for the free 99 just so I could sell a shirt. I did a design for free just so I could sell a shirt. And I'm talking about I put hours into my designs. It wouldn't even charge $25. Let's go. Let's get it, Breezy. Let's go. I love it. All right, so let's do this then. I just wanted to show you this is a real world application. So I'm kind of rewinding on some of the projects that I've been doing so that I can show you and break it down for you what you will need to know in order to do this stuff large format. You don't have to know how to make this stuff. Y'all are asking me how to make this stuff. I know how to make this stuff. I want to tell you, I used to make this stuff. I used to have a brick and mortar. I used to be a sign shop, a t-shirt shop. Everybody came to me at the last minute for any gift they wanted to mean something to somebody. I was all of that. I was the go-to for the schools. I was the go-to for organizations. I was the go-to for something creative when somebody just wanted to look different when they went to the club and saw Young Jeezy. That was all me. I used to hand paint clothes. I used to print. I used to Photoshop the mess out of stuff, all of the above. And I'm telling you where I'm settled at right now is I don't want to go nowhere. I want to produce what I need to produce remotely. I am, not I want to be, I am a digital nomad. As long as my laptop and this internet can come, then I'm in business. That's just where I am right now. But I understand I wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't go through the process of learning and applying and making things and getting excited about making things and then getting overwhelmed by making things and then figure out, oh, I can make more things. I can help people make digital files and help them make the things. Listen, it is all part of your growth and your process. So don't be ashamed of where you are. Just tell me where you are so I can show you how to get to your next level. I'm going to help you unlock every single levels in this levels to this thing. Okay. So the reason why I want you to go with this kind of 3-piece is because while everybody else is doing them arches, baby, you come in with this and I promise you it will stand out. It will absolutely stand out. And it looks high end. You hear me? Like it looks high end. And it's the same doggone board as the arches. It's the same exact materials, same exact concept. All right, let me see if I got somebody else I can brag on. Shonda, go girl. Look at this. Shonda flipped it. Sharon, oh gee, Sharon flipped it. Sharon, that looks amazing. Now, I do want to tell you all what I would do here if you're going to do your pop outs. Let me zoom in a little bit. Hopefully you all can see too. Just zoom in a little bit. All right, so if we're going to do pop outs here, I would restore that fade off right here on her hair. And what I would do is take that image, use my AI to extend the image a little further so I get a piece of her shoulder, I get her hair, and then I would contour cut it out here, okay? Just like you contour cut this one out. And if anything's missing, like if that shoulder is missing on the side, Sharon, I know we did some AI generation either in this class or the class before, and that's exactly what it's meant for, okay? If you have something that cuts off hard and you need a little extra little shoulder piece right there, use your AI generation. It will make a shoulder for you. It will make that hair that cuts off abruptly for you, okay? So that's the only thing I would change there, but beautiful, absolutely gorgeous job. I love the colors. And I know that's AI right there. I know you did your thing with the AI. Y'all are crushing this AI class. Same thing here. For this one, I would round off his shoulder. That way it has a nice kind of smooth finish to it. And then I would hide that rounded off shoulder right behind his graduation cap. So then that way it looks like it was meant to end at the same point. All right, beautiful work. And I see you did your contour here. Made it nice and clean. I love that. Michelle again coming through with the AI. I think this is AI 16. Michelle went to the way back. Michelle said, look, last graduation season, Shannon, you already hit us with a whole bunch of 1-2s. Let's use some of those. I love that you did that, Michelle, because we get caught up as creatives and we feel like we have to recreate the wheel. And literally, we had so many models from last year that we could use to be promoting our graduation stuff this year. All right, who's this? Michelle again. Boom, love that with the blue. Y'all getting it. Okay, so now where we are is I want to go over what the flip is, but also show you this is, I'm updating this for you all who did the challenge, the 304. Y'all said, Shannon, can we have that upgraded thing you did? I did the one for the green. I'm going to flip it to the red tonight, I believe. We're going to see. And then that way I'm going to put this resource as a resource that you have if you did the challenge. And then if you didn't do the challenge and you want the replay, this resource will be in there. Now, you could just buy the challenge. If you don't want to be in the live classes, you don't want to be in with the Craft to Quit crew, I will make a way for you to be able to buy the classes, but it will have to be after our live classes. It's going to have to be a replay because I spend a lot of time and energy developing true talent. And I say that because I need to give you all credit, not for that to brag on me, but I need to give you credit that as you all have been going through this Craft to Quit program, even my gold members who are coming to the live classes, even my silver members who y'all just get the replays, but y'all be crushing the replays. I need to let y'all know y'all are doing the real work. Okay? You are doing the real work. And if you're here in this chat right now, I need you to go ahead and give me a 100 in the chat, not for me, but for you. You have been doing the real work. Okay? I'm super proud of y'all. Y'all don't even know how long it took me to be able to design like this, and y'all can design like this now. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our design here. Let me go ahead and save what I'm working on. And all I really want to do is I'm going to open up the red one for you all. Oh, no, I won't. Give me a second. I'm just going to go ahead and save as. We learned about save as, the difference between save and save as. So I'm going to call this one green to red because I'm basically going to be flipping this whole thing. Now, if you all understand what this is not necessarily an Automizer because we're basically we are manually having to do a lot of things. I'm going to show you the result of the Automizer later. That's how we got all these products down here. The socks, the t-shirts, the grad cap, the graduation stole, the booklet here. You can call it an oversized, what they call them, the jumbo cards now. Jumbo cards, little behind cards, doesn't matter. It could be any size. It could be a booklet if you want it to be. It counts for all of that. It could be a magazine cover. I might give y'all that next week. I have a magazine cover as well that I did a previous event about 6 months ago with that one. So I might release that one. Fans, party favors. Here you got your chip bags, water bottles, plates. Where them fans at? Y'all done bothered me about some fans, and now they're here. Where they at? They're here now. Okay, so we got those in there. We got buttons, pillows, yard signs, of course, t-shirts, because we all come from the t-shirt world. We can't give up on the t-shirts. It's the biggest season for t-shirts for most of us. And then, of course, floor wrap. That is all in the Automizer. And the regular backdrop and the balloons is in the Automizer. Okay, so those things are in the Automizer. The things that are not in the Automizer are these large format pieces, these moments that you're creating. And eventually I'll find a way to put them to automate those, but they are still, I call them semi-automatic, meaning that you can go into them right now, change out the elements just like we did in class. Okay. But I just want y'all to remind me, for those who want to come to the Automizer class that I'm doing live hands-on Sunday, you all will be flipping out all of these designs. Y'all listen to me. Y'all gonna be flipping out all of these products and creating the printable designs and creating the mock-ups at the same time from one file and one t-shirt design. Okay, so I will be showing y'all that on Sunday. I will actually help you download it onto your computer, make sure everything works. If your computer's going super, super slow, then you're going to have to watch the replay because we're going to be getting it in. Okay, so make sure that you have your computer cleared and ready for takeoff. We ain't got no time for no crash outs on Photoshop. Okay. Now what I will do is you still be in class and go through the motions with us, but I promise you, you're going to want the hands-on experience for this. Even if you have had the Automizer before, every time I do an Automizer in action class, I also tell you how I organize my files, how I would flip this again and again and again and again. I would do this Automizer right here for every single local school. Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't have to do it for every single grad that comes to me, but every single local school, I will flip this out, because basically we would get all of these mock-ups, all of these designs done in a matter of minutes, not hours, minutes. So just letting y'all know, if you want to get into the Automizer action, then join me this Sunday. And all you have to do is comment the word template under any of the posts, but just put it under our last post on Facebook or Instagram. Just put the word template, and it's going to take you to where you can sign up for the class. And I'll show y'all all that stuff in a little bit. I want to get into designing, because last time I think I got into talking about your questions that you had about purchasing classes, and I want to get into design first. So just so y'all can see, yeah, you're gonna get some value out of this tonight. All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and go into this one. I already said this is going to be red to green. Let's do it. Now, this should be familiar to those folks that were in class on Wednesday, because this is what we did in class on Wednesday. Oh, you know what? This is, I know what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and grab my green one here. So this is what you all did on 305. All right, so what you all did for your class is we did green start, and then we ended up with the red Viking. So let me show you what that looks like. So here, these are not editable. This is just a little placeholder. Boom. There. Just going to drag and drop her in here. So that's why this file is huge, because everything in here is editable. This is just your preview version of it. And I want to get it back in place about the size that I had it. I think that's good. All right, so let me zoom in a little bit here so we can see what we're doing. And this is a smart object. I'm going to double click on it. And what I want to help you understand here too is that what we do on our Photoshop side, these are templates. These are things that are easy to change out. So I am not going to spend a lot of time going through this because I did record a tutorial already on this. I'm just showing you the whys with the hows. So when I say change out a template, I don't mean like in Canva how there might be a photo there and you have to basically remove one photo to place another. You are literally just double clicking on the photo. I'm going to get my assets ready here. These are my assets that came from class 304. So that's what I say. If you weren't in the challenge, you probably want that replay. Because here is, these are the assets that came from class number 304, which was a t-shirt design. So one t-shirt we designed gave us our elements here, and we're about to rock and roll. So that's my photo one. And then I'm going to go ahead and just go through the motions here. And my computer is even going to be acting a little bit slower because officially I'm streaming and doing everything else at the same time. That's my photo 3. And I can just close out of this, hit yes to save. Now I should be saving and then closing, but I'm doing it the other way just so you can tell that I'm saving it. And then of course, we've got photo 2 here, and see how it finds it for me automatically as long as I know I'm touching it. As long as you right clicking on the meat of the text or the image that you want, you will find out what it is. It will tell you everything that you're touching. All right, so I like to do the drag and drop. We also can do file, place embedded. So let me show you that. You can do file, place embedded, and then you'll find your folder. 305, where we at? And then my assets. And this one is photo 2. If I'm not mistaken, yep, photo 2. Right, same exact process. I like to use the drag and drop from my folder because I'm a visual person and it helps me kind of flow through my project. So that's 3 images changed out right there. And they're locked in the right position. Now let me show you what happens when you just, like if you're designing in Canva, the same type of template. That's why I can't call them templates when it's in Canva. Not when it's something, I call it more of a suggestion, a design suggestion, because the elements are not interchangeable. So I'm going to do file, place embedded, just like I showed you before. And I'm just going to place that image, that photo 1. She comes in, she lands right in the middle of my screen, and I got to move her over here, resize her, Okay. But if I know that I have a layout, and this is why I didn't use 4 photos, because most of the time you're not going to get 4 photos. Most of the time for graduation, you're probably going to get maybe 2 or 3 photos. As a matter of fact, if you're getting more than 4 photos, you should absolutely be charging more because you're having more to lay out and deal with. That's a whole nother question for a whole nother day though. All right. But I had to do those extra steps. When I have a real template and a smart object here, I'm just changing out those elements. And then if I decide to use it again, that photo changes out simultaneously. So if I decide to take her photo and also maybe put it as a watermark inside of this circle here, I'm going to take that particular photo and then I'm going to put it inside of the circle. And that's the other thing in Canva, you can only snap one thing inside of a frame. Unfortunately, maybe that'll change eventually, like the fade off did. But if you're willing to stick with me, where am I doing? Okay, there we go. I was like, what am I doing? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the circle shape. Now, even if her head pops out the top there, doesn't matter. She's clipped in there to the frame. It's not just the background is the only thing that can go in the frame. Anything that I clip here will clip to the frame. Y'all, everything that Canva does, Canva got it from Photoshop. all the shortcuts, the Control G to group, the Control plus to zoom in, holding down Shift while you move an image. We learned about that this week. Holding down Shift while you move an image so it locks it in the up or down direction. I'm just letting y'all know, if you can do Canva, you can do Photoshop. It's just a matter of making sure your computer can do Photoshop. Now that's another thing. All right, so I could take that same image and let's say I want to turn this blend mode into luminosity because I wanted to look like a little watermark here. Boom, that's my luminosity. Where do I want to put this? Oh, I like that there. Or do I like, I'm not going to play with placement too much right now, but let's say I like that right there, luminosity. I change her out. I can double click on this. Guess what happens when I do this? It's a smart object. Wherever it changes once, every single, if I made a pattern of that photo, it's going to change every single one of those. So this is a way that you work smart and not hard. And as a matter of fact, better than working smart, working genius, because we have literally cracked the code to the easiest way to design with these simple elements from a t-shirt design. And we're going to make it rock for this huge design here. All right. And everything is thought about for you as far as like scale and kind of where you could place things so you're not confusing yourself and just kind of stressing yourself out with placement. It's ready to rock and roll, y'all. Trust and believe. You don't have to work hard for this. I'm doing a little extra right now to show y'all a little more than what we did in class, but this is it. We could place embedded. I have this one already saved here. That's another thing. If I have this for, let's say I want to do my top 5 local high schools and I want to have all 5 high schools here. Now I'm ready to toggle these on and off and move and make some money. Do y'all hear me? I want y'all to work efficiently for grad season. I don't want you doing random crafts and a different design for every single person. I want you to be able to move with efficiency. All right, I'm going to change out my color number 1 and 2 here because it's right here. Now, this is a PNG. So whenever I have a PNG, I can only have one layer. So I'm going to get rid of the layer below. Hit yes to save those changes. All right. And if y'all remind me, those who did not do the challenge, if you did not do the challenge and you want to join Craft to Quit, you will get access to the challenge. It'll be the replay. And you will also get access to the challenge we're about to do on March 31st. We're about to start another graduation challenge on the 31st. But remind me, because I'll get into designing and I'll forget. So remind me, and I will let you know what that is. All right, so boom, boom, boom. And you get 30 days, even if you just quit after 1 month of Craft to Quit, which I doubt you will. But if you just have 1 month with us, that's 4 live classes that you're getting with us for AI in the month, 4 live classes that you're getting with us for Photoshop during the month, and you're going to get the 5-day challenge where we push you through your graduation project. Anyhow, let me get back to work. All right, color 1, color 2. This is here for my reference. I'm going to go ahead and tap on color 1 and color 2 here with my eyedropper. That way they save up here and I can get ready to rock and roll here. Now my background image here, I'm going to, lo and behold, there was something called a backdrop when we did our t-shirt design. And I'll go ahead and I'm going to make this much larger than the artboard here. And then I want to make that about visually centered. There it goes. Turn off the previous one. And I'm going to go ahead and close and save my changes. Like I said, it's a smart object. So guess what? Boom. My whole image is ready to go. That color with that pattern with the cityscape already in the background. Okay. Class of. Let's go ahead and click on that. And for this one, instead of doing the color, I'm going to go with basically gray tone here. And then I'm going to turn off my level so it ends up being lighter. So I have one that on here automatically to make it lighter or darker. I'm going to go with the lighter version because I wanted to contrast off that red. So I want it to be white. Yes, Mecca, we made that background last week. So at class number 304, like I said, we building, y'all. Every single week we're doing a project, and I'm showing you how none of this stuff is in vain. So the design that we did with the background, I showed y'all how to basically make whatever cityscape or image you want, make it whatever colorway you want, put a little energy ball in there. We did all of that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and change this one to gray also. Take off the levels there. All right. And then what I showed you all is I did show you how to do the contour cut there with the pen tool. So I'm just going to show that real quick just to show y'all do not have to be afraid of the pen tool. I can do it even quickly on a YouTube live. Okay. Don't be afraid of the pen tool. Now the pen tool is useful. I'm going to go ahead and what's this one? Yep, right there. And I should have done this as save as. I was just rolling, y'all. I should have done my save as first. So this one is going to go. Oh, this is what I already dropped in there. So this is good. I don't have to do a save as. This is actually going to be inside of this template for you all. So let me go ahead and delete that layer mask. Okay. You see how all of her little frizzies in her hair, little flyaways are just causing this weird outline here? Well, let's go ahead and use our pen tool. I'm going to hold down the space bar so I get my Michael Jackson glove. My Michael Jackson glove allows me to move my stuff around while still maintaining my tool. And I'm going to make sure that it is on path and not shape. So I got it on path. The other thing I'm going to do is make sure it's on combined shapes. Boom, just like that. And then I'm going to come here. I'm going to start from where I don't really need her hair smoothed out, just so it gives me a running start. And I'm going to kind of makeshift, little remix her curve of her hair here, because I want to have a smooth line that I can cut out with my X-Acto knife, or whoever is producing this for me can cut out with their X-Acto knife, because I tell y'all what I'm doing. I'd rather spend my time designing, but if I had to, I could get jiggy with these big old boards too. And I'm going to show y'all how to get jiggy with them, because y'all want to get jiggy with them. Y'all just do. Just say it. You just do. All right. So I'm going to close that off. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a mask. When I hit the word mask, because that was a vector selection, you see how it still has those points there? And take a look at this. Now my layer mask is gray. That means it's a vector mask. That means I can go in with this little white arrow instead of the black arrow. So the white arrow is the direct selection tool. And I can click on that and I can move. If I say, oh, she like I took out her little body wave right there. Let me give her little body wave back. I can move these nodes. Y'all see that? And it's not locked in. So if I have a bitmap layer mask, I can't do anything but paint. I can use my paintbrush there. You can't do none of this in Canva, just to be clear. None of this is how it works in Canva. But if you're willing to learn these simple tools, they might seem a little intimidating, but they are simple tools. We use the same tools every single week in Photoshop class. I just show you how to use them differently to get different results. Okay. So y'all think we don't, how many of these tools we use? Let's say 1, 2, 3. I use my paintbrush 4. I use my text tool 5. And we normally don't even use the pen tool. So I will say every single week at the most, we're using 5 tools off of this panel. Y'all hear me? My goal is to make it simple and make it effective and make it efficient. And with that, you all have the same, you look like you have the same level of skill as me, just flipping a template. And then what happens is what Kiki say, the gig is, or the gag is you're learning real Photoshop techniques. And all you think you're doing is flipping templates. So I can't tell you how many of the members here, Craft Quit members in the comment, or any members, if you're silver or gold membership, how many of you know how to design from scratch now? Give me 100 in the chat. If y'all know how to design from scratch now, you might have started with these templates, but you know how to make your own background, make your own frames, make your own fade off your own photos, put in your own text and text effects. I tricked y'all a little bit. Y'all thought y'all was coming for templates. Y'all came to learn today. I love it. All right, so I think I already have this one contour cut with the bitmap. And what I was going to show you with this one, that's photo 2. Let me turn on hers. So see how this one is a bitmap. The only thing I can do to change her outline now is I can grab my paintbrush. If it's a black and white layer mask, I can use the paintbrush. I can use shape tools and that sort of thing, but I have to use things with the marching ants. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if I want this to be a hard line, I actually have to turn up my hardness here. And I don't know if y'all have ever tried to draw stuff with a mouse, but it ain't fun. Oh, I'm on black. So black conceals, white reveals. Boom, I made that mistake on purpose just to show y'all what happens. I'm on my layer mask and I'm going to go to white because white is going to reveal. So boom, see how I can reveal more of her hair there? Now I'll show you what I did to get that layer mask. In the first place, I used the pen tool. I certainly did, but you don't have to. You can use the, let me see what would be an easy one for y'all to use for that. That little lasso tool. If you just come here and you just kind of do. And that's why I don't like using the lasso tool. See how I ran out of space? I'm done for. I'm done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this little selection, zoom out a little bit. Then as long as you're on the addition selection, I can add to this selection. So her hat is cut out fine for me. I can go with that. Boom. See how it added to it? Then let's say I feel okay with how it even selected the outside of her shoulder. It's perfect. Boom, boom. And now if I want to make a new layer mask, I have to delete that one. You see how she has her flyaways there? Then I make a new layer mask, a bitmap layer mask with this one right here. Okay, and just see how the pen tool allowed it to be like more natural curves. But when I do it by hand, I'm kind of making up curves and I'm doing a little too much bumpity bumps. Okay, but like I said, whatever floats your boat, finds your lost remote. Y'all, that lasso tool was my best friend for cutting things out for the first 10 years of my Photoshop life. I will not lie to you. I used to be cutting out people like this. This polygon lasso, let me show you how I used to cut out people. And this is where you got to start. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying you're going to have some corners where it's supposed to be curves, okay? So boom, I would go bam, 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 bam. And I would make curves. I would go bam, 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 bam. How am I making curves like that, y'all? I'm not. I got jagged edges. I got the J.E. heartbreak. This not what's up. But this is how I used to cut out all my football players. And if y'all could hear my mouse right now, y'all would be cringing like, dang, girl, how many times you over there clicking? Until enough times to make it look like this person got a round shoulder and they don't have a polygon on the corner of their shoulder. They don't have corners on their shoulders when you're using the pen tool. Okay, so the reason why I taught y'all the pen tool in class on Wednesday is because I want you not to be afraid of it like I was for 10 years, okay? I don't want to see y'all over here clicking like your life depends on it. All right. So, and then like I said too, now that I'm doing this, I have to stop wherever it takes me, and then I can add to it. All right. So whichever one you feel more comfortable with, I just showed you really even 3 different ways to do contour cuts. But essentially how we cut out last week was just a simple background cutout with the AI where it removed the background for us. That's how we get the little flyaways in the hair. All right, so Sharon, when I was telling you what I would do for that one image, I would come in and basically regenerate parts of the image so that no one has a hard cut off shoulder. I would generate that on AI. And essentially we did that, but you know what? Let me show y'all something. This is how we did this image. I don't know if you remember, but Sharon, just so this helps you out, just in case, let's say, for instance, I have this image here. I'm going to go straight into the photo. And when they gave it to me, you see how I'm faded off right here on the edge? Like, dang, Shannon, I really shouldn't have faded that edge off because I kind of need that edge now. All right, cool. So one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off. Well, first, this is what I'll do. going to actually add a little bit of more space here. And instead of cutting it off, so I use the crop tool, give me a little more space here. I'm not going to do generative expand just yet because I got some fading off done. It's like, dang, I really need this shoulder. See how her back is cut off here, even on the original photo? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, what do I want to keep? I want to keep all of this stuff here. And then I needed to regenerate some stuff outside of here because it just looks a little bad, right? So now I can select the inverse of that. And I'm going to go generative fill. And I don't know what generative fill is going to do, but I'm going to hit generative fill and generate and let it do what it do. It might create a different shape to the top of her hair there. It may create a different outfit. I don't know. But I'm going to let it do what it do and see what happens here. Now, it would be simple if you just had a hard cut off shoulder. It would be very simple. But see how it tried to help me here, even though it generated a background because it doesn't know how to do transparent backgrounds yet. It gave me a shoulder here. I don't need her to have the perfect outfit on. Well, what is that? She got the chinchilla on. I don't need her to have a perfect outfit. I need her to have something that I can cut and go around there. Okay. So like I said, it's easier when you have that straight little shoulder that's cut off because you could just put a little bit of a square right where the shoulder cuts off and extend it with the crop tool like I just did, and then hit generate and it'll generate a shoulder for them. Okay. And let me show y'all that. Let me go back to where I just opened it. I'm going to give you an example of that. So here I'm going to crop it off like it never existed. And this is better. Like I said, mine does not have a background to it. So this is definitely going to make it a little more difficult. So I am going to delete those crop pixels. Try that one more time. So if you don't delete the crop pixels, then it won't work. All right, so now I have no extra image here, but I need some hair texture here. I need a shoulder here because if I fade this off, it's going to darn near fade into her face. So let's grab that crop tool. Let's pull this out and let's say, hey, I need a little bit to fade off of the bottom. Let's do that. Generative expand and generate. Let's see what magic happens. I don't know what's going to happen, y'all. It's AI. I don't control it. No, all of your Automizers, Mo, are independent. So you can keep your 304, your 297. I do have some new items in 304. One of them I'm showing y'all tonight is a fan. And I'm actually, depending on if I have some time, I'm going to do a mock-up for you all tonight and show you how to make a mock-up from scratch. But then also I'll make that mock-up part of our new Automizer. Okay, so this is more what I'm looking for. A shoulder here that I can cut out. I'm looking for her hair because I can cut the hair off. That's what I'm looking for right there. Boom, that's it. What do we do when it's a PNG? We merge it down. Okay, and now what I can do is I'm going to click on my layer here. Let's go ahead and make another little layer there. No, I just want a new layer. There we go. Just want to bring that on top. And now that I'm on the move tool, you see how I have remove background? And this is my, I forget. Photoshop needs to do better about naming stuff. But that's my contextual taskbar. Let's just call it my magic bar. You know, I give things my own names. Like that's the eyeball. It's actually officially known as the visibility tool. I call it the eyeball. Don't y'all remember eyeball? This thing right here, I don't know what it's called. It's called the hand tool. I call it the Michael Jackson glove. Don't y'all remember the Michael Jackson glove and what it does? So if I call something that is not, trust and believe I know what it is, but I want it to be something that's fun for you all to learn, that you don't forget the function of these things, especially when it matters. All right, so I'm just going to call this, let's call this my AI bar. It is called the contextual taskbar. If you don't see it, go up to Window and go all the way to the bottom, go to contextual taskbar. Other thing you can do, you can right click anywhere in the gray area. You can hide the contextual taskbar if it's getting on your nerves because it keeps getting in front of your stuff. Right click in this dark gray area and you can either show or hide the contextual taskbar. Okay. So I'm just gonna call that my AI bar. I don't know what, or maybe I'll call it my smart bar. Something that I'm gonna call it. I'll figure it out. Something to ring with me. All right, all right. Yeah. Okay, so 304 is what we're gonna design the new Automizer with that design. So you all have the template from 304. And then what we will do is we'll have more products, and I'm showing you all some new methods of how I'm going to make my Automizer run a little bit more efficiently. Even though we have more items, I'm going to show y'all my process for that. All right, so that'll be interesting. And even if you aren't there hands on, I'll make sure that as long as you have an Automizer, that you will see those steps. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. This didn't do a great job of cutting out here, but I'm going to pretend like this is what we needed so we can get on. It's a PNG. Oh, you know what? Guess what? What did I say? A PNG cannot have multiple layers. And I added that layer on purpose to show y'all that mistake. You have to make sure a PNG only has one layer. Okay, you can do that by merging the layers or getting rid of any layer and just having that single layer. All right, so this is what I need. And it doesn't matter, it has this extra data. As long as it has that mask on, it is going to save that as a PNG. And I'll go ahead and let that save. It's going to update here. All right. And that's how we use generative fill to help out. Even if this wasn't an AI model, if this was not an AI model and this was a photo that you had and they gave you them cut off shoulders, or the worst ones, when they give you the cut off top of the head, like, what do you expect me to do with somebody with no hair and just the top of the photo just cut off at the top, at the forehead? Now AI is what I expect you to do with that. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna hit cancel here because I don't want to save that. I just wanted to show y'all what we could do there. All right. So essentially, we go back. I like my other layer mask too. I just wanted to show y'all what y'all could do with that little clickety-click tool. All right. So I'm gonna go back here. And this is essentially ready to go. We need to do one thing. I did a little step and repeat in here for y'all. Now, you all wanted me to show you how to make a step and repeat. I have that on my list. Where's my list of things y'all asked me? Magic to show y'all. Okay. So y'all want to know how I made this? Let's see how it works first, and then I'll show you how I made it, and then you will appreciate why it works and how it works. How about that? Where's my list so I can mark this off my list of what I told y'all I was gonna do. Where are we? Here we go. And this was step and repeat from scratch. All right, let me mark that as bold because that's what we're about to do now. All right, so first, let me just show you how you're going to use my step and repeat as is in here. This is just something text-based. We're doing solid colors. We're not doing multicolor logos and all that stuff. You'll learn later why this matters. All right, so what I want to do, I want to keep my Mandarin Mustangs because, like I said, my goal, this is what y'all, I'm so glad Craft to Quit, where you at in the building? Put C2Q in the chat. Let me know where my Craft to Quit crew is because you all have some homework. You do this homework. If you do this homework before the end of tomorrow night, when those of you all who are in the Automizer in Action class with me, once we're done with the Automizer in Action class, because we're going to flip it one time with the images I give you. When you flip the Automizer again. Okay, all right, C2Q, I see y'all showing up. Let me call y'all out for the one time. Designs that Speak, Jennifer, Deshawn, Nisha's Custom Creations, Anita, Gifted Designs, Valentina, Sharon Wright, Pretty Girl, LaFaro, Crystal. Okay. So listen. you all have the honor and privilege of having some homework for Saturday. It's not if you can get this done, because this is a 5-minute flip. I want you to collect 5 local high schools, and I want you to do 5 different flips of template number 304. Do that, and remember the save as. So save it as 304 Mandarin Orange Mustangs. Save it as 304. What else did we do? We did Reigns Vikings, right? Red Reigns Vikings. I want you to just save that 304 file. Save as. Because what you're going to get, remember, every time you save a file, you're going to get this magic assets folder that appears for you. Once I show you how to flip the Automizer and you already have these elements right here flipped for your 5 local schools, you are not going to miss a beat when it comes to advertising your local area. That will also help you get up your digital and your, I'll say your online footprint too. Okay. Because if local people tap on it and they like it and they comment, that will also increase your digital footprint. Just listen to me now. I'm going to explain it further later. I just need y'all to know that take your top 5 schools. All I need you to do is get their logo. You got AI characters. You don't even need no real people to go to that school. They probably looking for her right now like, dang, she go to our school? She go to Reigns? Where she at? She must be the new girl. She's pretty, right? Use your AI images so people feel like that about the school and the images that you're developing. Don't even look for nobody. Now, if you have people, use those, but don't let that be the reason why you don't do these flips in 5 minutes, okay? You can use the same girl and change out her outfit. Y'all remember her outfit is blue. I taught y'all in this class how to change her outfit from blue to whatever, right? So now her outfit's red. Use the same AI images if you need to, but just get it done. Flip it for 5 schools, 5 high schools in your local area, okay? Listen to what I'm saying. You're going to have the class of 2025 colorway for them. All of this stuff is going to naturally produce just because you flip that template. Okay. And then I will do the heavy lifting with the Automizer. I will show you how you're going to take these few images right here, and you all are with me going to design 22 products at one time. I don't think y'all believe me. Let me see if y'all believe me. Where is it? Where's the file where y'all gonna design 22 images with me one time? It's on this one, I think. Yeah, it is, but here, I'm gonna put it here. I'm just gonna make a fresh new thing here. Y'all wanna do this? 22 images at one time? Now, we already did the large format stuff. That's what I'm showing you. Y'all already did that last week during the challenge. This other stuff, the fan, the bag, the chips, the water bottle, the plate, the fan, all of this stuff here. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to design those in minutes, not hours, minutes. Okay? All right. So if y'all come prepared, I come prepared, then you are going to have your mock-ups ready. Then what I'm going to do, if you all come prepared, I didn't plan on doing this, but I'm telling y'all now, I'm going to put my foot in my mouth and I'm going to give myself some extra work. If you all show up, and this is a group thing, whoever shows up in that class, if you show up and you have already done your 5 schools, you got your 5 schools ready, then I am going to make this automatically change out your mock-up products. I'm not even going to tell y'all how I do it. But for every single school, you won't have to go in, drag in the t-shirt, drag in the stole, drag in the... Listen to me now. I'm going to treat you as long as you all have that done. So look, it's on y'all at this point, okay? I told y'all the more y'all work, the more it makes me want to work. All right, so let me get back to business. I'm over here giving Craft to Quit extra homework at 10 o'clock at night on a Friday. Y'all must love me. All right, so let me go ahead and duplicate this group. This is how easy it is to just use the step and repeat that's already here. I'm duplicating the group. I'm going to change out the text. Instead of Mustangs here, I'm going to double click on that T, and then I'm going to put Vikings. That's not Vikings. My fingers were on the wrong keys. I don't look at the keyboard when I'm typing. Vikings. And then double click on this one, and that one is Braves. No more people say. Let's get that one done. Let's do save. And then what happens is it takes a little bit of time because it's going to automatically propagate that into a pattern that we're going to use for an 8-foot tall and 4-foot wide board. So it takes a little bit of time sometimes. All right, let's close that out. I'm going to go back because I saved it. All right, see how it automatically changed my little step and repeat terrains? All right, so now I'm closing that out. Hit yes to save those changes. So if my crafts equip people, I gave y'all an opportunity to get the class, the Automizer class, live with me for half off or 50% off. And it's already marked down at $397 because it comes with the Automizer. Okay, you don't have to buy the Automizer if you're in the class. It's gonna come with the full vault Automizer just for taking the class. I don't normally do that. I normally sell the Automizer separate from the class, but I know for a fact that you all are going to be so successful this grad season. You won't have a choice but to be, because with the tools and the training and the community to support you, you don't have a choice to slip up. We got you. So, I will, for tonight only, I can't do 50% off because you had your window for 50, and then it was 40, and then it was 30. What I'm going to do for tonight only is I will activate the 40% off coupon, but you have to check out while we're on this live. It ain't no after hours. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead. The coupon is off right now. Let me turn it on so you all can go to the 101 page. You know how to get in that class. Let me just do this real quick, y'all, so I can finish designing. Modifying the Shopify page right now. All right. So make sure that you go. I'm going to activate it. Go to the back end of your craft to quit. Okay. Just put in C2Q on my products. It'll say craft to quit exclusive. It'll say C2Q exclusive discount codes. It's going to show you a code. It'll say 50% off, but it's not going to be 50% off. It's 40% off because we missed the boat the first time to get the 50% off. It is there. Okay. And then that way, all you have to do is message me the word template. And it'll send you to the 101 page. But most of you all, by now, you already know the 101 page, you got it locked in. Just go to our 101 page here, scroll down, and make sure that you click on this Automizer in Action class for $397. Y'all, I have sold this Automizer for $1,200 before. I have sold it for $800 before. So you will get the whole Automizer for $397 if you are not Craft to Quit. Okay. If you want to be Craft to Quit, the Platinum membership, then you have an opportunity to get this class 40% off and join the membership tonight. But just let me get through this design, and then I'll open up the membership where you all can get the membership and purchase. But for those Craft to Quit, you already locked in. And hold on, let me see how many I have in this class, because I'm capping it because this is a hands-on intense class. I do not want too many people in the class. So let me see how many people are already in it. And I might go ahead and shut this down now. Hold on, before y'all go signing up for it with this discount code. You know, as soon as you discount something, you be regretting it when a whole bunch of people sign up for it. Like, dang, I priced it too cheap. I knew it was a better value than that. All right, that's how it goes. All right, let me see on this one. All right, Shopify, show me how many we have enrolled now. So I can go on about my business. I want to start designing. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, at the end of this live, I'm closing this off. we'll see if you all sign up, if some of you all sign up for now. Even at the full price, I'm not going to accept, but 5 more people at the max. Yeah. All right. So Craft Quit, if y'all get in there and take those spots, I can't be mad at you, but it's available. All right. So just letting y'all know this is where to find it. While I'm here, if anybody wants to sign up for this class because you are wanting to know the basics of Canva, y'all been asking me about that. Coach Treese is an amazing instructor and Canva user. She can design from scratch. She can make templates. She makes motion graphics with Canva. She is amazing. So if you're looking for that opportunity, if you are Craft to Quit, then you have a coupon code on your back end to take it one time for free. Y'all can't sign up every time she offers. You can take it one time for free if you're a Craft to Quit member. And then anyone else, you can sign up. And if you just want this class, you can sign up a la carte for this class today. It begins tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And then y'all ask for another opportunity to do the Photoshop beginner class. So these two classes, if you look, you build the same design, but this one you build in Canva and this one you build in Photoshop. So we get to show you that 101, how you can do the same thing in Canva as with Photoshop, but what the limitations are. Like for instance, you see how we can build all these different outlines and drop shadows and stuff on one particular layer in Photoshop. Well, in Canva, we have to do multiple layers, or we have to use a 3D plugin tool that no longer leaves the text editable. So there are several limitations to Canva, but we still show you how to get it in with Canva, okay? Either way. So those 3 classes are hands-on live classes that we have to help you get the ball rolling immediately. Like we don't play with hands-on classes for us is not you just watch us. Hands-on classes for us is you. Can y'all explain Craft to Quit and Gold members? Can you explain what the live classes are here? I didn't know that our live classes were so different than everybody else's. Most people's live class, you just watch somebody on video live, which kind of lets you maybe ask some questions. But when we do ours, everybody works together live and you are sharing your screen. So if you get stuck, you share your screen and I can circle on your screen and say, hey, you missed this step. That's where you need to click. Go back here and click on that. That's how our live classes are. Not only do you get to ask questions, you get to share your screen and you get help. We pull you out the mud if you get stuck. All right, so I just wanted to explain that when we have a live class, it's not no Rudy Poo live class. It's not no, oh, I missed it, I'll catch the replay. It's the dang, I missed the chance to do that hands-on with Doc or with Coach Treese or with Coach Ann. Golly, they're so patient. They always help me through it when I get stuck. That's what it is actually like. So our prices are going up because I realized other people are charging what we're charging and they are not doing hands-on help. They are not basically doing one-on-one help when you come into the Zoom room. They're having you watch them and just basically be in a Zoom room while they are designing. That's not how we do our live hands-on classes, okay? So just letting you know, they're not like us, and you will experience the difference. They can only be experienced. I don't think it can be explained. All right, but I did the best job I could explaining the difference there. All right, so you all, I just want to tell you what we had coming up live because y'all know we'll get into the design and then I'll forget and y'all be like, but remember you said, oh, I forgot. All right, so you see how we just changed out my little step and repeat right there? And then let me go ahead and with that step and repeat, I want more opacity. So opacity is the same thing in Canva as transparency. All right, so boom. I'm going to give that about 50. Is that 55? And instead of me trying to remember what this one is on this side, I'm just going to right click, copy the layer style from here. And you got to right click on the meat of the text. And then that is my step and repeat right. Paste the layer style here. And that's it. That's all, folks. Now, what I needed to do here, I need to do something. I want to make sure this is 94 by 96. So what I will do is I will actually clean this up for those who have this template because I forgot I put this layer mask here but I still have an ability to pop out on the right side, and I don't want that. So I am going to create a little layer mask here on, this is my left panel. And this also shows me how to show y'all how to crop things. So I want everything to fit inside this little rectangle here. Boom, hit my layer mask, cleans it right up. That way when I export it, when I quick export it as a PNG, it has that clean edge that you would on your Coroplast board or your foam board. All right, same thing here. I'm going to go ahead and see how it snaps to those guides. That's why I have those guidelines on. And then let me go ahead and clean that up right there. Beautiful. And now we have our left and right panels, circle in the center. And I make my circle just a tad bit smaller. And let me take these two here. Stop showing out Photoshop now. We live. We do Control A. I'm going to select everything. And remember, I told you all this week how to use this little tool right here to align your stuff. I'm just making sure that everything is aligned in the center there. All right. And alternatively, if you don't want to put this little piece on the bottom, you can actually like basically cut off the bottom of the circle here, like only do the circle, cut off the bottom so that it lays flat in this area. And you can just print it this way. And then that way, depending on how you lay it out or how far your pieces are apart, you can decide if you want to cut that off or leave this little rectangular extension on. But you need it to be rectangular at the bottom so it can actually stand up and have stability. So that's why that is there. All right, so I'm going to deselect now. I am good to go. So let's turn these back on here. This is all good to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and export this, get this ready for you all. This will be an updated, cleaned up version of the file just for that little piece here, so you don't have to manually do that. And this is what I would do if I was exporting this like with the glow. Turn the glow off and just, well, I meant to just turn the glow off. And just put the stroke on there. If you're trying to convey to your customer that this is a 3-piece panel, they don't get it, okay? If you're gonna have it glow, it absolutely will have a major effect. It's a pretty inexpensive step to just adhere the LED strips to it. It really will give it a very, very much premium experience to this 3-piece panel. Now, this is 3 pieces, but this is 4 4x8 boards. Why? The circle itself is 2 boards. The right board is 1 board. The left board is 1 board. And remember when I was telling you before what your competitors are charging right now for these printed boards, the sign shops are charging about $220 to $250 per 4x8 board. We just talked about that in Craft to Quit while we were getting all our vendors together. So I don't want you to be afraid to charge that. As a matter of fact, you should be charging more because you're also doing a design fee. So just keep in mind that everybody is going to look like they're doing the same thing, but everybody is not able to produce at this higher level. So this template by itself allows you to show that you're producing at a high level. You got your neon glowing text, you got your step and repeat built in, you have your high quality graphics that we learned how to create and clean up and add extra hair or add a shoulder when it's missing. That's what they're paying for. They're not paying for somebody that just bought a template. They're paying for the fact that you invested and you have increased your skill set to the effect where you can give them a high quality product with confidence. Okay. I need to say that because we've been talking about pricing and confidence lately. And I need y'all to know y'all are those girls and guys. Okay. You're them. You are them. Charge accordingly. All right. Because if it was me, as a matter of fact, somebody asked me to design something. I said, oh, my minimum to design is $300. However, I have some people that are in my Craft to Quit program who are licensed to use our templates, and they can design for you for $100. And here's the thing. If you're designing from a template, you can design from a 5-minute template flip all day. And we split the cost 50-50 because they're coming to my stuff looking for y'all, got you. They're using my templates, got you. Now you design it from scratch, that's your gig. You do your thing. But when you design it from the templates, then I think it's fair. We split it 50-50. And then you're able to earn $50 on something you weren't even charging $25 for before. Because I'm making the file so easy for you to design in no time. Okay. Anyway, so I know y'all can flip this in 5 minutes. Y'all done already shown me. I think this is good for now. I'm going to go ahead and turn these swatches off because I don't need them right now. Go ahead and make sure that I save this because it is no longer the green. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'll have this one for you all flipped out to red. I'm not going to flip it all out to red right now because we just ran out of time. I did want to show you all how to create that step and repeat from scratch though. So that is one of my things because now I can mark it off my list. I need to make mini videos out of these long videos where I show you how to do all this stuff. Maybe one day I'll get some assistance in that realm. Let's go to the right step and repeat just so I can open it up and show y'all what it's made of and how I made it. Now, first things first, I'm just going to turn off everything right now. Turn on my text tool here. And what is the name of this font? Let me see what the name of this font is. It is Bright. Okay. All right. So cool. First thing I do is I say, okay, this is about my space that I want to do here. I am going to type the word your town. And let me zoom in a little bit because that's a bit much. Okay. Your town. And then mascot. Mascot. And then what I did was I just added a little difference between this one and the top and the bottom text just to give it a little visual interest, kind of make it logo-esque. All right, and let me put in the script version here. So one way to do that is by putting a script with a serif or sans serif font. And then I chunked it up just a little bit by going to my effects and adding a stroke to it because it just was not really thick enough to see it. And then these are my settings that come up. I'm going to make it black. I'm just going to keep everything black. Got to bring everything off my big screen, y'all, so y'all can see. And I don't recall what the size was. It was probably about 9. All right. And then I just layered it as if it was a logo. So now I can take any team, any town, any school, like it could be the school name there and then the mascot. It's probably what I should have put. School name mascot, but this still works. Then what I did was I said, okay, I want these to be skewered down the middle so that it's centered. So I'm going to take the first one, click on it, hold down shift, and then click on the second layer in the gray area. And then I'm going to skewer it down the middle. So skewer it on the Barbie. We ain't trying to lose. That's how I remember that. But basically, this is an alignment tool. If I were being technical. Now, it depends on how I want to do my step and repeat. For me, I want to see, hey, can I get about 3 of these going down? So then I kind of resize it to make sure. And I think I'm even going to add the thickness to the Your Town. Let me right click, copy that layer style. Where is it? Copy layer style. And then I'm going to paste the layer style here. Yeah, I like that with a little bit thickness to it. Okay, especially since we're using it as a step and repeat, it's going to be busy and I want it to kind of have its little boldness to it. All right, so once I get that how I want it, I'm going to group that. And then I'm just going to call this text. Boom, right click, turn it into a smart object. Shannon, why are you telling these folks all your secrets and how you make your templates? Because I love y'all. All right, and it'll make you appreciate the fact that I already did all of this for y'all. All right, so now I'm going to take this one. I'm going to alt, click, and drag, just like, I don't know if y'all know. Ooh. Stop showing out on me now. Let me zoom in a little bit. I don't know if y'all know this on Canva. You can alt, click, and drag and create a copy. They got that from Photoshop. All right, so I just alt, click, and dragged it, made one. I'm gonna alt, click, and drag. I'm gonna use my eyeball to say, that's about right. See how it kind of snaps there? Okay, and then I'm gonna take all three of these and I'm gonna say, well, I want to make sure at some point in time, three of them appear consistently across the top. Okay. But I also need a fourth one because when I stagger this, right, when I do the staggering of the design, I need something to be hanging off the edge there. So I'm going to alt, click, and drag one more here, hold down shift. So I'm locked in left to right, or I can only move left to right. I can't move up and down. And I'm going to kind of put it out here. Now I'll take all four of these. There's a tool right here at the top that allows you to have the same amount of spacing between all your images. Distribute horizontally. Hit that. Okay. And now that I have that, I'm going to group all of these. Control G. This is going to be group one. Or, I should have let it name whatever group it is because I already have some other groups and that's why it's doing this. Check that out. Check that out. Listen, I'm getting y'all a little ahead. I'm getting y'all ahead. Okay, so this is how it works. That is my group 5 now. Well, let's just call it 1. But basically, it's going to go in sequence. Hit Control Z because I'm on auto select. Turn off auto select. You only want to use auto select basically when you have things that are not layered. All right, so now I'm going to alt, click, and drag. Make another copy of this. Bring it down about here. And then I want to stagger this. So I'm going to take this and hold down shift. And I am pushing it over. It locks in when it's about centered on that second one. And now I take that and group that. Okay, so now I have a pair. Then let me zoom in a little bit so maybe y'all see a little bit better. This is some small text. Then I alt, click, and drag, bring it down, and I watch and see how it's giving me when it's about the same distance. It gives me a little snap. Boom. Just like that. Group that. Then I take my 4 set, alt, click, and drag. Y'all didn't think I was going to show y'all how to do this, huh? Y'all think I just want y'all stuck on templates for life? No, I don't want y'all stuck on templates at all. I want you to see these templates as a tool and a way for you to absolutely grow your business and your brand without having to do all of this. But when you need to do this, you will know how to do this. Okay. So this one right here, alt, click, and drag. Boom, boom. I'm waiting for it to lock in that position, the same spacing. Then I take all of it and group that. Okay. Then I take just one of these single ones. Let's see how deep it goes. This one right here. And I alt, click, and drag this one. It's going to make a copy. Drag it to the top. Now, I don't even pay attention to what's in this folder. I don't pay attention to it. It's there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I need to turn the eyeball off on this one. So the opacity, you can turn down, or I just turn the eyeball off. Because this is just where you change text. And then what I do, double click to change your town. That way it is at least different. Okay. Now, if I turn it on, doesn't matter. It's not necessary. Matter of fact, let me turn the opacity down just in case y'all happen to turn that. If you turn this eyeball on by mistake, you won't see that it's down there and it'll mess your design up. So I'm going to turn the opacity to 0. That means even if I turn the eyeball on, it will not show. It has an opacity of 0. It means it's completely transparent. All right, so this looks good to me. I wanted it to drop down from the top because usually you have a pole pocket at the top and you do not want your text up there at the top of the banner if you're ever doing a banner. All right, so I'm going to save that. Say that bad boy right there. Now y'all have a whole tutorial on how to create a little step and repeat of whatever little logo you want to do. Are y'all happy? Craft to Quit, y'all asked for this. Are y'all happy? I promise, even when I show you how I make the templates, I'm still going to be giving y'all game because I don't play with efficiency, y'all. Anita said I would have been doing 1 and 1 or 2 at a time. Yep. But that's why I showed you this way. All right. And all it is a little math. All right. So now I'm going to close out of this. We got that updated. And now it's your town. Okay. Don't y'all love this? I'll leave that in there if you need to. Well, actually, I don't need to leave it in there because it's going to make the file larger for no reason. I have the exact thing here. So let me delete this. I'm so willing to delete my work because I know how to do the hard work. I did it. I did it right here. Rain's Viking. All right, so I'm not going to include extra layers in there just for nothing. But you all have the video now. You know how this was done. And I have full confidence that you can do it too. All right, all right. I'm going to go ahead and save this now. Because the whole point was I cleaned up those edges for you all. And let me just show you how you would export these pieces, because I know that was a thing too. If I'm just exporting this as a preview, I'm going to right click and I'm going to quick export as PNG. This is going to give me my little 3-piece mock-up as one piece. So that's for my green. I'm going to come over here to my whole PNG folder. I'm going to put this in my red. Okay, you see how we've been kind of saving these images as we go along as mock-ups. The Automizer is going to save all the smaller products. And I'll work on, for those who aren't necessarily ready for the Automizer, I was going to show you all how to mock up something from scratch tonight. We'll see, because it's getting late. No, I don't think we're going to do that. I'm going to save that on my list so I can mark off the list now because I'm tired, y'all. It's been a long day. I've been out all day at an anime convention and comic convention. And although it was stimulating to see things, and y'all, if y'all want to see, y'all could have made almost anything that was out there. They had tumblers and all sorts of stuff. Nobody was out there making things on demand. That's why I went to see if anybody's making stuff on demand. We'll talk about that later, doing a brand on demand type of event. But yeah, I was out there peeping different events for y'all. Let's see. So I'm going to mark step and repeat from scratch off. And then you all wanted to learn how to make your mock-ups with AI. We'll do that next Friday. So that's going to be next Friday. Is it what, the 21st? Is it? Yep, 21st. So I'll put that 3/21 because we can't do it all in one night. Listen, this is supposed to be an hour-long free class. I promise y'all, one of these days, I'm going to get it down to 1 hour. Right now, we're at almost an hour and 30 minutes. And I don't want to wear y'all out, but I do want to let you know what you're capable of doing. So I got to show you better than I can tell you. All right, so that was how I got that little mock-up. Now what I'm going to do here, if I want to get these ready for print, it is not at the printable size. It is at 1/10 resolution. But I'm going to show you basically the same principle here. Oh, I'll show you. Let me go to image size. And I am going to crank this up to a resolution. Oh, not before I do this. So craft to quit, if y'all didn't watch my tutorial video, I want you to crank up the background of the background image first, because that is a huge file too. So go to image size. You'll notice that it's at 15 pixels per inch. That's tiny, but it was good enough for us to move. Y'all saw how fast I moved through that design. So I want to create it at 150 pixels per inch now. It is going to increase the size of it. Now, you're only doing this to export your printable files because you're going to give them to your printer as a PNG, okay? I'm going to zoom out. Now, you see that thing got huge. It is 100 times the file size. Don't play with this, okay? Do what you only do this as your final step. Once your customer approves everything and you're getting ready to print, this is your print pre-flight steps, okay? That means before you send it to the printer, these are your final steps. I'm increasing the resolution here. And the only other place I'm going to have to increase the resolution, which I can do it at the same time, is I'm going to go image size. And I'm also going to go ahead and put my resolution as 150 here. Do you see how I went from a 10 megabyte file to a 1 gigabyte file? That is 100 times the size because you're increasing it with that little tenth there. It makes it 100 times the size. Only do this when you're ready to print. I'm going to say, okay. And this is what Canva can't do either. Canva cannot make these huge scale graphics. I don't care what you do in them. You will be able to get some good results, but you will not be able to truly design to scale in Canva right now if you're doing large format graphics. I showed you all on Monday when I showed you all in Canva how we would do the accordion wall. I did show you that basically we have to design each panel in half scale, and then we have to export it at its full capacity, and still it's not going to be fully the size that you want it to be for the full graphic. But it is a way to work around it. Okay, and I did show you all that on Monday. Not this Monday, the past Monday when we did the challenge. Now it says over here, I have something on my big screen here. It's just updating smart objects. Let it cook. Don't touch nothing. Don't be trying to click on the mouse 3,000 times because it's going. Let this work. That's what your smart objects are doing. Your smart objects literally preserve your image quality. So you know how in Canva you're designing smaller files? It's the same idea here. We're designing smaller files, except inside of the file, it inherently keeps all of the quality. So if it was crappy quality as a t-shirt size, it's going to be crappy quality as a billboard size. But if you had a high quality photo, which we didn't even upscale these all the way. That's another thing. Let me put that on my list of things I got to show y'all how to do. Upscale your models. And just images in general. Anything that you're going to blow up this big, you need to be upscaling. Okay. Models and AI images. All right, cool. Got y'all. All right, so now I'm going to zoom out here. This is what I would do to print. Grab the bottom layer here, hold down Control and select the top panel. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold down Shift to grab them all. Select the top panel here. I only need these 3 pieces. Don't click this top folder here. Only click the ones that have the measurements in front of them. Then I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to Quick Export as PNG. And then instead of this being my PNG that I would actually be showing as a mockup, this is a print file. So now I'm going to right click, New Folder, and I'm going to put Print, because when I have a print folder, I know it's correct. And I'll put this one as 150 PPI. And this is my 305 circle. All right, that's my 3-piece. 3-piece. All right, and then I'm going to make sure that whatever I'm exporting right now is going inside of this folder. So just hit Select Folder, and it's going to think. And what it's going to do is it's going to ignore that you have a whole bunch of layers, and it's going to create this as those 3 images with full transparency, full scale. And then what you're going to do as soon as that finishes exporting those 3 pieces, and we can go spy on it real quick. Let me go to my Automizer all, hold PNG, and this is our red. This is my print folder. So it's already made the left panel, and it named it left panel. Right? So now whoever's printing for me, they print this out on a board just like this, y'all. You print it out on the board. You have the, we showed you a vendor today, Craft to Quit. This is what I was talking about. Have them print on the boards for you. $90. They print directly on the board. You go pick up the boards and you contour cut it. If they contour cut it and they charge 10%, she's charging $10 to contour cut that for you. You think it's worth it for you to just go pick them things up already cut out and go deliver it to your customer? Go set it up, or if you're even better, have it dropped off to them. Have them pay the delivery fee, have it dropped off, so you don't have to have a big van or a delivery vehicle for that. I'm just saying. All right, the circle one's taking a little bit more time because it's a little bit larger, but there it goes. Boom. Ready to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and open these so I can show you. I'm going to go to image size and show you the size. Y'all don't let me forget to take that thing back to 15 PPI. So when y'all open it up, your computers aren't struggling. I never design in full scale when I'm doing these large format graphics. I just told y'all one of my secrets. All right, so this one here, I'm going to go image size. And you see there are no layers anymore. It's a PNG. It's flattened. Well, it's not flattened. It's merged. PNGs merge and JPEGs flatten. You just remember that. Put that in your notes too. All right, so it's 48 by 96. Perfect. 150 DPI or pixels per inch, PPI. Now, what do? Send that to my printer. That printer going to love me. What? I sent my file, high quality graphics. I didn't send him no Canva file that looked good on my phone, and he pulled it up on his screen and like, I know the hell she did. I know she didn't. That's what they think about us. When we send stuff to them from Canva, and that thing is literally, I sent them an 8x10. They laugh at us, y'all. When y'all, well, they don't laugh at us because I don't do that no more. But they do laugh at people attempting to do this market as creatives. But I want y'all to know there's nothing for y'all to be afraid of. You're here learning the information right now that's going to put you at that level where they're going to love a relationship with you, because they don't have to deal with somebody sending them an 8x10 flyer and asking them to make an 8-foot board out of it. I hope y'all understand what you're learning right now. This is a high level skill. That's why I can charge $250, because what happens is, oh yeah, you got somebody down the street to go design something that looked like my stuff a little bit on Canva. And they didn't know that they had to upscale. They didn't know that when that drop shadow, when you blow it up real big, that drop shadow looks real grainy. They didn't know that they had to upscale their images. They didn't know to keep this vector until you got ready to basically merge it down. So when you blow it up, you see all those little jagged edges, those little pixels everywhere. They didn't know that. I know this. So when I know what I know, and this is what I'm telling you, this is my whole job. I'm telling you what you don't know right now, to equip you to be able to charge for what you know, because you're learning it. You're here learning it with me right now. So once you start investing in that and you start showing that you are putting time, effort, and energy to committing to doing higher quality work, you charge a premium for that. It's not the fact that I can get this template flipped in 5 minutes. It's the fact that I have a tool at my disposal that will save you 5 hours. So you want to play with it for 5 hours, or you want to pay me this $250 to create some magic for you? I'm just saying. Now, the reason why I chose to charge $250 is because I was doing an original design. You all can charge as little as $100 with the same template and make $50 in 5 minutes. I don't know if y'all hear me. If you craft to quit, now just know, if you are not in craft to quit, you cannot like resell any artwork whatsoever. You can use the artwork for your final printed goods. That's what it's here for. Here's a tool for you to do that. But it is preserved for the craft to quit members to be able to create the digital graphics, because we profit share in that. Is our money. It's our template. It ain't my template. It's our template. And if it helps you to make money and it helps you to be confident out there in the market, then we have a mutual way that we can earn off of that. All right. And if y'all are interested in that, you got to be in the Craft to Quit program to talk about that. But that is if you want to use our templates to earn digital money. That's why you don't see our templates out on Canva for $1.55. You will not. And it's been 5 years. You will not catch our templates like that. Okay. All right. Just saying. Let's close out of this one now. This is the same thing here, but this image is bigger. So what I'm working on right now is for this to automatically split, since it's 94 by 96. I'm working on an auto split function where it will split it up into 48-inch wide material, whether it's 48 by 8 or 48 by 10 or 48 by 20. The reason why I'm doing the 10 and the 20 is because some of you are doing floor wraps, and you needed to split to 10 feet to do a 10-foot floor wrap. You needed to split to 20 feet to do a 20-foot floor wrap. And I'm creating a special file for you all to be able to do that. But like, again, this is an invention moment when I saw that, okay, when if you watched the video from earlier, I showed you how you could just crop it and make it 48 inches every time. But if you have a tool that you could just drop the image in and it does an automatic split, like I said, show me your problems and I'll show you a happy inventor. Okay. All right. So I'm closing out of that. I won't show y'all how to split that. I showed y'all that in the video that I released yesterday at 7 o'clock. So just watch that video if you want to manually split it and get it ready for the printer. The printer is going to need it in exact size. The printer is not printing your vinyl at 8 feet wide. Okay. The printer is going to need it broken down into 48 inches by whatever length you want, because they can usually print up to 30, sometimes 40 feet at a time. Okay, and then they just send it to you on a roll. If you're getting this printed on the boards, then the printer will need the file as 4x8 board pieces, and they will print directly on the 4x8 Coroplast board or foam board. They have other materials. I don't suggest that you use them because they are more expensive. Okay, stick with the Coroplast. Get your game up. Stick with one product, but make it look like many different things. Okay. All right. So now what I have to do, go back into my background here, and because I'm getting ready to save this for another flip later, I don't want to close it with this big behind file. I want to go to image size, bring it back down. I'm only touching the resolution. Just put that 0 behind that, 15. Okay. It's going to make it tiny again. All right. So that's saving. All right. So that took a little time, but it's good. Did it do it? Image size. Oh, I put the 0 at the end there. My bad, y'all. Let me go back to my history and open. Okay, so it's at 15. Perfect. That's what I need it to be. Okay. And then as far as this one here, I only need it to be 15 as well. But I'm going to let this one finish changing out because I really don't want to teach y'all to have Photoshop do more than one thing at a time. Let it finish updating that smart object and then bring it over here. All right. So while we're here, what else do y'all want to learn? I'm telling y'all every week y'all coming to me on Friday live class. I'm listening to you all. Let me know what it is that you want to learn so I can put it on my list. You just might see it next Friday. I need to take this down to 15 ppi. So I'll call it your working size, right? So your working size is 1/10 scale, so your computer can process these images more quickly. Now, I also tell you that's why I only deal with smart objects. If you take something in Canva and you designed it and it's a bitmap and it's an 8-inch by 10-inch image or 8.5 by 11, which is a lot of these templates that people are giving y'all, 8.5 by 11 templates, and you go put those photos and everything on there, you lay out that beautiful image, your archway, your backdrop, whatever, and then you go even trying to export those elements, they're forever locked in at 8 inches tall. Okay. If you have smart objects, if they were bigger, then they're forever locked in at whatever the original resolution was. So if I upscaled and I made it nice and I decide to make it as small as a button, y'all will understand that my button images, and these are just preview images, so that's why they're so grainy, because I don't give people full resolution images of my stuff. People steal your stuff. Okay, that's why I don't worry about watermarking my stuff. If they want to make what I made, they're gonna have to buy my templates. I'm okay. That's why I give y'all my markups. If you want to make what I make, by all means, I give you my markups. For those of you who are here for the Free Friday class, and the Free Friday class only, y'all know I give away files on Friday, right? I'm going to give you this markup. I'm going to take my information off of it. I'm going to take my Free Live Friday class off, and I will give you the same exact thing. So when somebody says, oh, that's such nice work, I want you to do a t-shirt, I want you to do my fan, I want you to, okay, and then where are you going to go when you need to execute? Right here. So there is no competition with that. This is only a tool and a way for us to help you. So if my free stuff can help you get a paid gig, my God, that's what we're here for. That's what Freebie Friday is here for. I don't want to give you nothing for free that you can't use to make money. It is not worth it. It's not even worth your time and attention. And if you ever go somewhere and what they do for free does not elevate you, get out that room. Everybody like, get in the room. No, get out that room. If it does not elevate you, get out that room. They're just there to sell you stuff. Now, here's the thing. I'm here to sell you stuff too. I'm not here for the free 99. I just told y'all I charge $250 for this kind of design. I'm here to make sure, number one, that you're growing your confidence. You feel like you have somebody that you can trust, ushering you into this world where you're building a real skill set. This is not just you flipping templates. You're building a skill set. Let's be clear. But on top of that, this is ushering you into growing your business and really investing in yourself. So whenever you're ready to make that investment, you will probably do so even off of the free assets that you get. So I don't lose anything. You're not losing anything. And let's be clear, it's not free. You're paying with your attention right now. So the fact that you're paying me some attention is beautiful. I respect it and I honor that. So that's why every time I get on this live, I'm going to show y'all a little something now. So y'all just got to tell me what you need help with. So every time we get on this live, I promise you, I will teach you more for free than other folks are charging hundreds of dollars for. That's my promise. All right, so we got that locked in there. Let me see what else. I'm not going to do the other flip. I may do some of this other flip next week after we do the Automizer, because essentially I'll give y'all this whole mock-up in red. So for right now, tonight, I'm going to give you this mock-up with all the green items. And what I'll do is I have a whole folder for y'all. I'm going to give y'all the green folder tonight for the free files. Let me go to my whole PNG. And that's my green. Make sure I got everything in here for my grad products. Let me see what this Automizer already made for y'all. You got your where them fans at? Y'all got your fans. Y'all got a spinner. Y'all got a regular backdrop. You got bookmarks. And I even gave y'all my bar menu. So this one is one coming up too, where I'm going to show you all how to make your bar menus and that's one of the things that we're going to be doing upcoming for the next challenge as well. So that is its own template too. But y'all look, there is no reason. We got all of these products here that automatically mock up. So what I'm doing for Freebie Friday is I'm giving you all of these products already mocked up. Okay. So all you have to do, I even gave you this. Okay, let me do this. Let me take this off. All right, let me close out of this. Do I want to save the changes? I believe so. All right, and then I will this 305 for y'all. But this was my red. I'm going to go back to my green. Do I save the changes? Sure. So it's my green to red. So I'm going to continue flipping that to red. And then what I'm going to do is for those, well, not for those, if as a group y'all come correct on this Automizer class, I'm going to make this whole mock-up automize with your PNGs. So basically, as soon as you make a red set of PNGs, it will automatically update all of those mock-up images. All right, so where's my green? That's my green. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all that mock-up for tonight with all of the products. So let's say you don't want to make all of these and you want to rebuild this little situation here, then rebuild it. I'll put all those products on it individually. You can even rebuild it in Canva, y'all. I don't know. I don't know if y'all really know how much I give away and how much I really pray that you all not just value it, because valuing it is just saying I know what it's worth. Use it. Get some success with it. When y'all get success, then I brag on y'all success more than I brag on my own. I'm going to take this and turn all that off for y'all, so y'all won't have my little Freebie Friday stuff on there. You'll get to advertise it like it's your own. All right, now Photoshop, you're showing out right now. You're not doing my shift feature now. Chill out a little bit. There we go. All right. All right, so that's my little advertising text. I'm going to take that off. And to make sure that this is about the size of your Facebook that you need, I'm going to take this cropping tool here. And I'm going to make this shorter. Look at all these products on here. All right, so let me get my crop tool here. Boom. And that was just like roughly for me to understand what to crop off. And give y'all a little bit more space at the top. There it is. All right, so I'm gonna right click, quick export as PNG, so you'll have all of this. Like basically, change your. If y'all don't do anything else tonight, change your cover photo on Facebook. Listen to what I'm saying. Change your cover photo on Facebook to that. You don't even have to say nothing. What I did was I put on mine as comment the word freebie. Put on yours, comment the word grad. Just type on, bring it in Canva, type on top of it, comment the word grad. All right. Boom, boom. I'm going to put it inside of my grad products folder. Hit save. And now, let me make sure that you also have my large format stuff in there. I think I already put that in there. You got your grad products. So this is what the Automizer makes, what's in the grad products. But we also did some additional. Oh, I also meant to tell y'all the Automizer, in addition, makes all of your printable files. Don't know if you know that, but it'll make the tank dress. It'll put everything in there. It propagates all the images that we use here for this template. It'll make your seat cushion printable. It'll make your DTF printable. It'll make your sublimation. You see the sublimation version has the softer edges. The DTF version has the harder edges there. It'll make your arm sleeve that prints out. All to scale. All whatever size. Ready to go. That's what the Automizer does. And whatever somebody says, like, well, how much does it cost? Well, how much does it cost in time to mock all of these products up? How much does it cost in time to design all of these products? Because in Canva and even in Photoshop, you have to design each of these products separately. How much does it cost you to not have the Automizer? That's what I want to ask you. And then when you see that your time is so valuable, you're like, dang, I could have flipped 10 templates in the time it took me to do one of these mock-ups. Then I want you to understand that your time is money, and we can exchange a little bit of that money for this Automizer, but it's going to buy you your time back. Okay. And if anything I've learned, I'm doing anything in my power right now to buy back my time. You hear me? Okay. So like I said, it creates the mockups and the printable files. And of course, those files are editable. So let's say the word congrats is a little too low or his picture is a little too high. You can still edit the file, but it's already in place for you to edit. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's what a template is to me. That's why I almost refuse to keep making Canva templates. I'll make Canva templates a little bit here and there, but I won't make them to the full extent that I make Photoshop templates, because this is efficiency. This is effectiveness. This is designing with genius in mind. Okay, so just letting y'all know. I need to give y'all, I want to give y'all those event designs too. Let me grab those. I'll put them in my freebie folder for tonight. Let me know before I put anything in these freebie files tonight, what are you going to use these files for? No, matter of fact, tell me what you're going to do with them, not what you're going to use them for. What are you going to do with them? How are you going to use files to enhance your abilities and enhance your profitability? Tell me now, because I'm not going to give y'all the free files if I know it's not going to be valuable. If I know that you don't know how you're going to use them. What's it? 304. 304 event mockup. Let me see what I have here. Now we have files 4 days. Where did I put y'all's mockups? I'm looking to give y'all these extra files, but I don't remember. Where did I put them for y'all? I saved them. me see if they're here. All right. Well, I'm going to look for these because I want y'all to have them to where you can put them inside of your Canva because that's what I did. And if you are in the challenge, AKA you are in the craft to quit, or you bought the challenge a la carte, then you will see. I'm going to show you what I did with those individual images. So that's why I'm going to give them to y'all tonight. Oh, that's not the one. Let me see if it's 305. What I did y'all MK 304. I did. That was this one. All right. So the same way I showed y'all how to make this movie. Boop. Let me play it. Okay. So that's where I'm looking for those little assets that I made for y'all. The arch and the accordion wall and background and all that stuff. So literally, you can make the same exact thing. You can remove whatever. And now, if you're in the challenge, don't make this from scratch. I gave y'all this file as part of the challenge. It is either in the bonus or it's in day 5. I think it's in day 5. So all you have to do, let me show y'all something. I don't know if y'all know this. Can I show y'all a hack on this Canva? Now, this is what I use. I love to use Canva for this stuff. Let me show y'all something. So let's say I make this video again for y'all, and I put this template up in here. Let's do this. I'm going to take those, duplicate those pages, and then let me add a little white page right here. And really, y'all check this out. So the arch that I did with the red, let me see if I already have it uploaded. I want to tell you, I use Canva. I use Canva now. I surely do. All right, so that's our full set. Where is just our arch? I'll tell you what, I'll grab it from here. Oh no, I have to remember where I saved this one because I've been flowing tonight. This is my green. I want to open up the red. Okay. And we did all of this, like I said, so far with the template design 304. All right, so each of these little things here, I don't want to just quick export them from here because they're going to be tiny. So what I do is I go into this one, open it, and then I will save that as a PNG for this large format stuff. Okay, so I think I went over this last time when I showed you on last Friday how to make that video. So I'm going to do save as, or you could do, yep. So if you see save as and you don't see your options here, this is something we're going to do in the Automizer class. I'm going to teach you how to change your settings. So even when you do save as, you'll see PNG, but just saving that straight up as a PNG. And then I'm going to put this in my whole PNG folder, which I believe is already in there. That is where it is. Yeah, I did do this on Friday. I did all this on Friday for y'all. So I already have it here, but that's where I would save it as the accordion wall mock-up, and it would replace that. But since I already did it, what I'm going to do is just show you. Now let's upload it. Oh, it's in my whole PNG folder. That's where it is. All right. And let's just say I'm going to grab these things here, upload them. So all I have to do now is just drag and drop and replace my elements. The arch may not work exactly like that because, of course, the arch is kind of resized. So I'll go into my arch. And I'm just going to make sure that it's fully covered here. There we go. So it has all the same properties. Now the stuff that should be easier, like the accordion wall, I just drag and drop. Now it's red. Y'all see what I'm saying? For the backdrop, for the red, you just drag and drop the backdrop. Now this is more like a template because it's pretty much ready to go. My 3 cubes, is this my 3 cube? Yep, boom, just drops right there. And it keeps all of the same animation, all of the same drop shadow, all of that. Okay, that's it. So I gave you all this as a template, but literally that's all you're going to be doing is drag and dropping those different things that come out of the Automizer. So they're all the same size. They all are the same exact style. And all you're doing is changing out the input of which file that you're working on. So going from the red, from the green to the red, I would change everything that the green is here, change it with the red components. If that makes sense, y'all let me know. Okay. So assets here in the Automizer is also going to give me my background, all that stuff again. And I'll just change it out. Take that background and switch it with the background here. Uh-oh, I didn't switch it to background. I think what I did, this background is a video. That's why that didn't work like that. I forgot I gave y'all a video on this one. But there also are some where it's flattened too, where you just have the image. So that's how I did the video of him walking in the background. All right, listen, I said I wasn't going to stay late. It has been 2 hours now. And y'all, I already have to coach Craft to quit on Fridays at 8 o'clock. So technically it's been 3 hours in a row. And as much as I super, super love y'all, I really do. I truly do. I've got to get my rest. Okay. I'm reclaiming my time and I'm buying it back. Did anybody need if you want to sign up for Craft to Quit tonight, it includes the last challenge and the upcoming challenge. It is $197. Let me go ahead and pull up this page right here. If you want to join, I gave y'all a chance to join the last time. I told y'all that was the last time. I know what we're doing in this academy. I know the value of what we're teaching. And when you get that hands-on help, I know the value. I can't go down on our price anymore. I just refuse to. Look, eggs is $10. I'm sure I provide way more than 20 packages of eggs in this monthly value. Okay. So for $197, if you join the Platinum Craft to Quit, this is the monthly fee. However, you will get 4 live AI classes with us. That's what we do on Tuesday. You get 4 live Photoshop classes with us every week. That's what we do on Wednesday. Then on Friday, we have our mentorship. That's at 8 o'clock. Before we come on Freebie Friday, we get our business brain on. Okay. And on top of that, now it includes the challenges. I used to charge $297. There's somebody in this chat right now that has paid $297 for one challenge. I include it with the Craft to Quit now because I want this to help you be equipped to grow your business every single month. I don't want it to be a quarterly thing. Every single month, I want you to come and really up your skills. If you just join for 1 month, it is worth way more than all of this. I'm just giving you an opportunity to not delay your success for another 30 days. And there's a 30-day guarantee. If you come to all of the live classes and you say, well, you know what, Shanon, it didn't work for me. It wasn't worth it. I don't know what you was talking about, 197. That right there was garbage. I don't know where you thought that was a good deal. Tell me that. But you have to show up to the live classes in order for me to say, you know what, you showed up live, you did your best, here's your money back. Keep all the templates that you have for the 30 days with me, because you also unlock 4 additional templates every single month. So you unlock 8 templates every month, 4 of them live, 4 OG classes. And then when you get in and you realize that it's 200 classes, over 200 Photoshop classes, and over 60 AI classes, you say, Shannon, I don't want to wait. Is there a way I could go ahead and unlock all of this stuff now? Let me know. And I do have a way for you to unlock all of the classes. Okay. All of the 65 AI classes, all of the 200 plus Photoshop classes. Okay. So I'm just letting you know that right now, use the free things that I give you. If you say, oh, Shannon, I can't afford that. I do not. Number one, we can't use the word can't, unless I'm saying can't. Okay. It's a double negative, cancels itself out. No, but really, we do not use the word can't. And afford is just something that I want you all to think of and reframe is how can I afford it? So if I give you these free resources, please use them. Please post them. Please tell people you can do this work. Please tell people if you do nothing else that, hey, what do you think about my design? You don't have to brag about that you can do it yet. Just say, hey, what do you think about this design? You ain't lying. It's this design. It's not your design yet, but it's this design. And what do you think about this design? When someone says, oh, that's fire, I need that for my graduation, come see me. Okay. And we'll figure that part out once you show up and show out in a way that's going to allow people to believe in you and want what you have. Increase your skill set with the free tools I'm giving you. I'm going to have those files for y'all for tonight. You'll go ahead and be able to download them. If you can't get to them to the morning, it's fine because it's late. But if you're going to take advantage of this Automizer class, this live Automizer class, do that tonight if you're craft to quit. Okay. Because I am turning that coupon code off. I promise you, I only wanted maximum 5 more people in the class. And I think we probably hit that. I'll check and see. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be like, yeah, we only have 1 more slide. I don't want more than 5 people in there. And I will check to see and I will let y'all know. Some of y'all might even get a refund if you wanted the last people to join. And because this, for me, I have sold this for $800. I don't want to sell it for $397. I darn sure don't want to sell it for almost $200. So trust and believe when I say that I love y'all enough to make this a resource so that it helps you be a success. All right. Same thing here. Y'all sign up for a Photoshop beginner course. If you want to learn how to make a template from scratch, from typing your text, adding text effects, adding a background, cutting out a photo, fading off the bottom of the photo, literally making your own template. This is now a template that you can use for probably about 80% of your t-shirt jobs. Okay. Use that template that you create. Then you want to sign up for this Photoshop 101 class. If you want to do the same thing with Canva, it's the same exact look to it, but it's with the Canva limitations. So we have someone that is absolutely wonderful with Canva. Although we don't do primarily Canva here, we're working on doing some more Canva stuff just to keep y'all in the design mix until you realize that you want Photoshop. You really came here for Photoshop. You just thought that you were going to date Canva, and it's okay. Date Canva right now. We're definitely going to have you upgrade, and we're going to have you marry in Photoshop. All right. So I think I covered everything tonight. Let me know. I'm going to check in the chat, see if I forgot something. So y'all won't be like, you said, did I forget anything? All right. That's it. That's all, my loves. We have spent some wonderful time together. I pray you all have peace and prosperity. And in the meantime, in between time, I appreciate you. I love you dearly. And until next time, bye. Good night, y'all.